Alright, all you Streetlight Crusaders, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special. And during the break, while Dan the Weatherman Stu was making his way back to where he came from, which I got a feeling is somewhere on the outskirts of New York City, he had a giant oversized banner and actually spilled the beans on what he got planned for next week. And it's this giant disco-rama party on his bus. Now, the question is that I'm gonna ask him next week, how in the world does he expect to pull this party off with the whole less than 15 or 5 people in one area due to the COVID-19 virus? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to break the news to him about that real soon before somebody gets really sick. But before I do that, folks, I think it's time for us to go into one of my favorite parts of the show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Indy Report, which is me giving you guys 2 news stories followed up by local concert information from local artists performing in a local area live near you. And in our first news story, in video game news, for you fans out there of the PC and iOS game known as Telling Lies, I have some exciting news for you. Because it's been announced that as of next week, that game will be available for not only PlayStation 4, Xbox One, but also the Nintendo Switch. And after watching Austin Creed play this game on his Twitch channel and getting really invested in this story that somewhat reminds me of a modern day soap opera with a little hint of Criminal Minds in there, I can't wait to play it for myself. And for any of you out there who wants to check out this in-depth mystery of a game, then I recommend you head on over to the Game Informer page, only known as GameInformer.com, to check it out for yourselves. And this game will be available, just in case people are wondering, as of April 28th of 2020 of this year. You know, just in case people come back to listen to this and wonder, why did he say of this year? Yeah, just to make sure you're on track. And in other news, and more video game news we should say, and more or less delayed video game news. For you PC fans out there hoping to play the game Death Stranding, unfortunately the game has been delayed from their original date of June 2nd all the way back to July 14th. And in my opinion, with the fact of what's going on currently in the world today, the fact that they've delayed the game due to the fact that they want to make sure that it's finalized and polished, I respect that, really do. And I can't wait to see what sort of crazy mods you independent gamers out there have planned for this said game. And wondering how in the world they're going to turn most of those enemies into Thomas the Tank Engine, Macho Man Randy Savage, or even the Predator, or any other crazy mod that's been featured in other games over the past couple of years. Yeah, I'm really wondering how they're going to pull it off, but I got a feeling they can. And for anybody out there who wants to figure out any other delays or other secrets they got planned for this game in the near future, you can head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as 505 Games to check it out for yourself. And with that said, folks, we might as well head directly into the concert information for this week. And the first band that we have up for Wednesday, April 22nd is Nikki, who's going to be performing at the Jug Handle Inn in Cinnaminson, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Cinnaminson, New Jersey? Somebody named one part of New Jersey after a spice? Huh. Never thought of that. Anyway, next band we have up is Paul J. Bacchus, who's going to be performing at the R9 Kitchen and Bar in Verona, New Jersey at 7 p.m. You can also see John Canavo, who's going to be performing at the American Spirits Roadhouse in Asbury, New Jersey at 8 p.m. Bobby P. is going to be performing at the Bourbon and Brews in Paulsboro, New Jersey At 8 p.m., Reality Suite is going to be performing at the Interview and Unplugged performance in South Orange, New Jersey. At 8 p.m., Rich People, nice band name, is going to be performing at the Anchor Rock Club in Atlantic City, New Jersey. At 8 p.m., and if they're called the Rich People Band, I got a feeling they had to play with 24 karat gold instruments while wearing diamond suits. Well, that's at least how I pictured it in my brain, but before we go any further with that, folks, to finally wrap it up for Wednesday night, you can see the Random Test Reggae Band, who's gonna be performing at the Gemmin's Food and Drink in Red Bank, New Jersey at 9 p.m. And on Thursday, April 23rd, you can see these following bands performing in a local area near you live. Pie Jacobs is going to be performing at the Crow's Restaurant and Brew Pub in Sparta, New Jersey at 5 p.m. Chris Yoder is going to be performing at the Crab Trap in Somers Point, New Jersey at 6 p.m. The Crab Trap. But before I laugh at that location of a bar that he's gonna be performing at, the next band that we have up is Les DeRose, who's gonna be performing at the Oyster Bay Restaurant and Bar in Cape May, New Jersey at 6 p.m. Daniel Donato is gonna be performing at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. All of Them Witches, nice band name, is gonna be performing at the Asbury Lanes in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. And performing alongside of Les DeRose, or more or less Daniel Donato, you can also see Gabriel Kelly, who's also going to be performing at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Gotta love those packed houses. Even though it's during these special times in the world, gotta love those packed houses. And to finally wrap it up for Thursday night, you can see Brick and Mortar, who is going to be performing at the IG Live number 3 with full visuals in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 7 p.m. And for Tuesday for next week, which is the 28th, you can see these following bands performing in a local area live near you. Nancy Malkun is going to be performing at the Toco Inn in Beasley Point, New Jersey at 5 p.m. The band with no name, but still with a pace to perform, is going to be performing at the Tribe Lounge in East Orange, New Jersey at 7 p.m. DJ Remixer JRS is going to be performing at the Lit 21 in Newark, New Jersey at 8 p.m. And to finally wrap it up for Tuesday for next week and all the bands we're going to mention for this week, you can see Shimmy and the Y Studs, nice band names, who's both going to be performing at the concert in Caldwell, New Jersey at 8 p.m. And if you guys want to check out the complete list of bands that we couldn't list during this very broadcast, and trust me folks, there were a lot of them, you can head on over to ReverbNation.com to check out the complete list of bands that we couldn't list during this very broadcast. And like I said at the end of all of these skits, go out there, support your local artists, and see these guys perform live. And trust me, they'll love you for it. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into the music, and when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for the Tuesday Night Special for this week, right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.